It's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so we've been to Hope's Wings, took him all through that facility so he could see the good work that Jennifer Langhart and her team are doing. We've been down to the Berea Police Department. It's National Drug Take Back Day. He delivered some kits for the Berea Police Department because that's really the scourge that's in our society. So anything that we can do to get drugs out of the hands of those that don't need them. So that was a great event as well. But we're glad to welcome you here, and I want to take the opportunity to personally thank the GOP Ladies Group and also the Madison County Republican Party, because they have worked tirelessly over the past few years, and I can share with you that we're the 7th fastest growing Republican county in the whole state. So that was not possible. Last year alone, the Democratic registration has reduced by about 10,000, and the state registration has increased by close to 60,000. So that's the state numbers, and Madison County is no different. We're following suit. So it's a very exciting time to be in the Republican Party. So first off, I would like to introduce our Attorney General so you can hear what he has to say.
Well, thank you to everyone, especially Deanna, who, as she said, has been with me this morning at Hope's Wings, and we then went over to Berea and dropped off some disposal kits. This Saturday, October 24th, is National Take Back Day as it relates to any opioids or prescription drugs that you might have in your homes from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and you can drop those off at Kentucky State Post or Police Post 7 or the Richmond Police Station. And so we've been here for a slew of official visits and now taking some time out to visit with the party faithful and to say thank you for what you all are doing to advance the cause of freedom, to advance the cause of liberty, to advance the cause of family and faith. That is what you all in this room represent. Those are the values that you espouse and those that you take out to this community, Richmond in particular, to say that we are Republicans, that we have compassion, that we have heart, but we are not going to stand down. We're going to stand up for what we believe in, and we're going to get Deanna Frazier across that finish line. I guarantee you. Is here and Bill Leslie as well. We want to make sure that they get across the finish line. Make sure that everyone that is in this room, as they represent parts of Madison County, we need them, and trust me, I know, because I've been in Frankfort for about 10 months now, and it is a tough place, and you've got to be strong, and you've got to have steel in your spine. And all three of these individuals have steel in their spine. They are ready to take the fight for freedom and liberty and faith to Frankfurt. And the only way they can get there, is with your help. And you all in this room know that. You know how incredibly important you are to making sure that on November 3rd, we send a loud message to Frankfurt. We send a loud message to this country that this is Trump country, that this is McConnell country, that this is Congressman Barr country, that this is Deanna Frazier country, Dotson country, Weston country. We are going to make sure that the freedoms and values that you espouse are known by everybody on November 3rd, and thank you so much. I know that those that are in this room know that I've had a few challenges in the last 10 months, and you know, when you come in and Jonathan Shell, who's a dear friend of mine, like a brother to me, was on the campaign trail with me, pushing me and making sure you good folks had an opportunity to visit with me and make sure that I got all across this Commonwealth. I came out with a set of priorities, a list of ideas about what I wanted to do. I I wanted to reestablish the office as the chief legal office and the chief law enforcement office, reestablish relationships with our law enforcement community, make sure that we tackle human trafficking and child abuse. Those are the issues that are on my heart, and I know all of you in this room recognize the deep drug scourge that we have in this country, and particularly here in the Commonwealth, and agree with me that we need to put every resource that we can into fighting against that scourge. And so that's what we set out to do, is to be a constructive partner in government. But lo and behold, COVID-19 came about, and we've had to shift some of our focus, and obviously we've had great civil unrest, and in particular, we've had a very challenging and trying time in Louisville, Kentucky, as it relates to the passing of Breonna Taylor. And I've said this repeatedly, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, but it is a complete tragedy that Breonna Taylor lost her life. And I've said that over and over again, and I never want that fact to be missed as I talk to people about this case. But I have a responsibility as the Chief Law Enforcement Officer here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky to make sure that the decisions that we make out of this office are based on law and fact.
Exactly.
And what happened in this particular case is that while trying to execute a search warrant, the officers were fired upon. And I talk about two officers specifically, Detective Cosgrove and Sergeant Madigan. They were fired upon and returned fire, and the tragedy is that Ms. Taylor lost her life. But they were justified in that return of fire. And it is a difficult, I've said this time and time again, that sometimes the criminal law is inadequate to address a tragedy, and that is true in this case. But that doesn't give us the right to then go and persecute people that were doing their job and were justified in returning fire. And so we have endeavored to do right by everyone in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We've endeavored to do right by you all here in Madison County, and we're going to continue to fight the good fight. And on COVID-19, we recognize the importance of keeping everyone safe. I understand that, you understand that. But we can't allow our freedom to be infringed upon. And so as the Attorney General, I have the responsibility of holding our constitutional values. And so when you good folks want to go into your churches and worship God, worship the Lord, it's my responsibility to defend the right to be able to do that. Fighting on your behalf. Look, I recognize that this office is a public trust, that I work for you all. You all gave me the honor and privilege of occupying this seat. But I don't want to just occupy it. I want to make sure that I'm representing your values, that I'm representing the values that I believe the majority of Kentuckians hold, and that's, again, for faith, family, and freedom, and your liberties. We're going to continue to do that, and I need Deanna Frazier there with me fighting the good fight. I need Ryan Dotson. I need Bill Wesley fighting that good fight with me. And at this point, I'm going to hand it back over to the star of today's show, my good friend Deanna Frazier.
Would you come up to stand up here with me? I also want to take the opportunity to recognize Mike Brewer and Abby Daniel here. They're on our city council, and we thank you for the work that you're doing as well. And I think I just saw our county judge, Executive Reagan, come in. Jonathan Shell from Mitch McConnell's office, a lot of their field team is here, and so we appreciate the support that you're giving us, because it's important whether it's on the local level, the state level, the federal level. It's important that we have good people in office.
We got your back.
Thank you. Shared the numbers. It's a wonderful thing that we're being able to make such a positive impact here in Madison County. But at this time, it's so important. It's really about our Constitution. There's a little thing that's called due process that's totally being trampled on. And thank God for you and your office, because you are our only line of defense right now. And so we appreciate everything. Amendment and the Second Amendment, and without the Second Amendment, we wouldn't have the First Amendment.
That's
so
right.
I just want you to know that we were glad to protect that. During the last session, we made votes on life and also on our Second Amendment, and believe me, we are under attack all the time. And so it's just vital that we keep good people in office. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is that, we want to work with this governor, and we have made every opportunity to reach out to him, and he's made it perfectly clear that he does not want our input. And that's very insulting to me as a representative, but it should be insulting to you, because I'm the person that's closest to you.
Correct.
So if he doesn't want to hear from me, that means he doesn't want to hear from you.
Correct. That's exactly right.
So I just want you to know that I've got your back, and we intend to make some changes in that area. And again, we need strong people like Ryan Dawson, Bill Wesley, myself. So whatever district that you're in, it's important that you vote for us. Get your friends and neighbors, your church groups, the people that you know, because Madison County is very important, and we intend to keep it that way. So thank you.
Well, look, I can monopolize time, and I do see County Judge back there, right there, my friend. And look, you all, the Bible talks about welcoming a stranger into your home. And you all welcomed me into this community roughly a year ago when I was running for Attorney General. And it's important to me that you all see me, that you see all your elected leadership. And know, as Deanna said so well, that we are representing your values, that we're standing up for life, that we're standing up for the Second Amendment, that we are standing up, again, for the values that I believe, and I think you all believe this as well, that the majority of Kentuckians hold. And yes, we are going to be compassionate. We are going to be considerate of our neighbors. Because the Bible teaches us that, and we know as common sense that's what we're supposed to do. But again, we are going to stand up and not stand back to make sure that we are representing the values that all of you all hold so dear. Yard signs means calling your neighbors. It means filling out your absentee ballots to the extent some of you all are doing that. And it means showing up to the polls. We've got several days to get to the polls now. And I hope you all will do that. Make sure that you execute on your civic duty and return Deanna and make sure that we get Bill and Ryan there as well. So thank you all so much. Again, I'm happy to answer any questions that you all might have. Also, John's telling me we're going to take some pictures too. So we will do whatever you all want to do. I'm here for you all, and we'll go from there.
We are so proud of you.
Yes.
And in October for that dinner at EKU, we knew in our hearts that you'd be honorable, you would follow through, and here you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
We can, if you all want to start taking pictures,
Okay.
can.
Good, the Republican women's clubs, you guys have.
Yeah.
It's okay. Man wants to get it.
I'm a senior at Madison Central.
Okay.
I wrote this book.
Oh,
And I would like to get you right now.
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
We're glad to see John back with us too.
Right.
Yeah.